Do you mind if I ask you about ESA since I have you here?
Sure.
So can you just tell me a little bit about what's going on? What is your perspective? I'll admit I'm not completely up to date on everything, but I'm hearing a lot of rumblings with people who are upset about some of the things going on. Wondering if you could talk about that
Yeah.
a bit.
Well, there's a big fundamental difference between myself and my critics, being led by Senator Jake Hoffman in the state Senate. Um, their view is that I don't have legislative authority to limit what the parents can get. If there's money in their account, whatever they ask for, I have to give them. My view is that I was made the manager of the program, and that like any manager of a program with taxpayer funds, it has to be honest, it has to be prudent, it has to be reasonable, and um, and so I've required that every expenditure be for a legitimate educational purpose and be a reasonable cost according to the market. Those are my only requirements. So if what the other side said was true, here's what I would have had to pay out, and I'm telling you real requests I got that I turned down. A $5,000 Rolex watch, which I suspect was for the parents, a $24,000 golf um, imitator. I think that's probably for the parents too. A over $1,000 Mont Blanc pen. Um, and believe it or not, I got a request for a vasectomy testing kit. Now, if I
Oh
had
my
paid,
goodness.
if I had paid those things, it would have been big news, big headlines. The public would have reacted, and the program would have been jeopardized. I consider one of my responsibilities the sustainability of the program. And so that's the difference between myself and my critics.
Are you finding the program is still growing? Are people still liking their ESA and school choice?
Yeah, when I took office, we had about 20,000 on ESAs. Now we're at 87,000. So it's obviously been growing very fast.
And are you committed to seeing the program?
Absolutely. It's among my very highest priorities to make sure the program is successful and flourishes. Uh, Parents need to have a choice. We have 87,000, as I mentioned, in the ESAs. We have 1,200,000 in public schools, so it's not really a threat to the public schools. But for those parents who feel the needs of their child are not being met, they need to have choices. They can't have to keep their child in a government monopoly where their needs are not being met. They need to be able to find the best education for their students. So I'm totally dedicated to the success of the ESA program.